Okay, so our first topic lesson while remote learning is going to look at who the Vikings were and why they first came to Britain. So, your success criteria today, I want you to know why the Vikings came to Britain, where they came from, and where they first landed when they got to Britain. Now, for today's task, you're not expected to simply know all the answers. There is a research document on Seesaw that you can use. One thing you must ensure, though, is that as you use that document and you fill out the task that I'm going to show you in a minute, you answer the statements in the success criteria. So each answer you give should really tackle the questions here. I want you to know why the Vikings came to Britain. I want you to know where the Vikings came from, and I want you to know where the Vikings first landed. So use the information on that Seesaw document to help you answer those points in the task. And now I'm going to show you the task. So this is what the task looks like. Very simple. It's a table. There are two sides to the table. On the left-hand side, you can see it says, these are the things I already knew about the Vikings. So this part of your task I want you to do before you've even looked on Seesaw. There are, I think, 8 boxes on your sheet. I know there are 5 on here. If you don't know 8 things, that's okay. But I want you to have a go. Don't be scared of putting down things that might possibly be wrong. Any ideas you've got about the Vikings, write them down. Who knows, they could also be right. And you'll be able to check whether they were right or wrong as we go through our topic. On the other side, these are the things I did not know about the Vikings. So this is where you're going to get information from that research document, and that's going to go into the right-hand side table. Those are the things that are going to answer our success criteria. Those are the things that we're going to be able to say, I know why they came to Britain, I know where they came from, and I know where they landed. So use that Seesaw document to answer those questions in that right-hand table. Like I said, the left-hand table is just whatever you think you know. Doesn't matter if it's wrong. Have a go. Use that brain power you have. You will know some things about the Vikings. Okay. Now, if you finish that, or when you finish that, there is a second challenge for you. On the back of your first sheet is a map. I want you on that map, and it's a map of Europe. It's a map very similar to the one on screen. However, it doesn't have any writing or colour on. I want you to mark the key places in the history of the Vikings on that map of Europe. So I want you to mark any countries that the Vikings came from. I want you to try and mark any places in Britain where the Vikings first landed. And I want you to also mark, and you could do this with maybe a dotted line, the routes that the Vikings would have used. So which direction did they go from their land to Britain? That information is again on your Seesaw document. So use that document to help you with the work. Okay? By transferring that information across, in that process of transferring it across, it'll really help you take on board where the Vikings came from, why they came to Britain, and also where they landed when they first arrived. Good luck. Upload your finished work to Seesaw, and please send any questions across if you're finding it a little tricky.